I declare that heaven invade this atmosphere. Whatever that look impossible be made possible. Whatever the enemy say cannot happen, I command you to happen. Thank you, my Father. In Jesus' matchless name we pray. Is somebody ready tonight? If you're ready, give the Lord a big, big, big shout. All right. Take your seats. Cross your legs. Look at your neighbor. Say, I'm in charge. Thank you, Jesus. Esther number 9, verse 1. Are you enjoying the word of God? Did you enjoy what Jesus did for us yesterday? If you did, can you salute him once again? Oh my goodness. When you begin to learn what Jesus did, what he is, what he did, you sleep with your two eyes closed, knowing that he that keepeth Israel does not sleep nor slumber. And if he's awake, why should I be awake? We can't have two watch nights. Look at your neighbor, say he's watching over you. The book of Esther, number 9, verse 1 said, now in the 12th month, I believe that's a prophetic word for somebody. In the 12th month, that is the month of Adar. In Medo Persia, they call 12 Adar. The 12th month, they call it Adar. On the 13th day of the same month, when the king's commandments and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in that day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them. Look at the lovely line that followed that one. Can we read it together like Mass Choir? 1, 2, go. The next line. Though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had rule over them that hated them. Who owns that word in this service? Who owns that word in this service? If that word belongs to you, lift your hands, say yes. Hey. When the king's commandment would have been put to execution, nearly cannot kill a bird. Your enemies will be disappointed tonight. I'm preaching on a topic that said the solution is older than the problem. Before the problem came, the solution was already there waiting for the problem. Under God, problems do not come before solution. Because there is nothing that takes God by surprise, including your mistakes. Your mistake was not a shock to God. He knows the end from the very beginning. Even before the fall of Adam, the provision for the rising of Adam was already there waiting for the fall. The Bible calls Jesus the lamb that was slain from the foundation of the world. It means as God was laying foundation for the earth, as an all-knowing God, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, he saw man fell before man was created. So he made a provision for the rising. Now listen carefully. Abraham made a mistake. And Ishmael was the mistake of Abraham. Do you agree with me? Because Ishmael came from Hagar, the maid that was living with him. The wife said, take this girl, sleep with her, let her have you a baby since I can't produce a baby. And when he made the mistake, God came and said, Abraham, walk before me and be thou perfect. It means he went the way that God never wanted him to go. So Ishmael was the mistake of Abraham. Joseph was a great-grandson of Abraham. Remember, it was the brothers of Joseph that kept him inside pits because of his dream. He had a dream given by God that he would be a king and his brothers will bow to him. Do you remember who took him to Egypt where he was made a king? It was an Ishmaelite. The mistake of his great-grandfather paid the transport to his great-grandson and took him to the place where he was crowned a king, that what God said in his life may come to pass. So even the mistake of his great-grandfather became a miracle for his. Under God, even your mistake can become a miracle. You don't eat your cake and have it. But under God, you can eat your cake and have it. He said, I will restore unto you even the years. I don't know what you have lost, whether by chance or by mistake. You even cost it. No problem. But tonight, there is mercy in this house. Out of that your mess, a message is coming out of it. Out of that your mistake, a miracle is coming out of it. If I'm talking to you, throw your leg and shout fire. If I'm talking to you, throw your leg and shout fire. Nothing takes God by surprise. Before plan A we fail, God will have plan B. Sit down. Cross your leg, look at your neighbor, say, no worry, no worry. Look at your neighbor, say, it has been worked out. Look at your neighbor, say, God, don't finish this thing. Just enjoy. It will not be long from now. They that laugh at you, they will come to laugh with you. It will not be long from now. Those who thought your eon has ended, they will come to celebrate with you. If I'm talking to somebody, lift your hand and say yes. Hey. You don't shock Elohim. You don't shock the Almighty. You don't shock him. He knows the end from the very beginning. Look at me carefully. You are only an actor. He wrote the script. The man that wrote the script cannot be shocked by the film you are acting. Because even as you are acting, he has a script. Ask that man I ministered to the other day and say he's a film director. Ask him if they are shocked when the actor or actress is crying. Because it's already in the script. Because by their calculation, you should be crying by now. Have you watched the film they call Cry for Help? Many years back. You watch the film? This girl called Nkiru Sivanos, blah blah, she cried all through the film. If you're watching the film, you cry with her. Because she kept entering from one problem to another, from one problem to another, from one problem to another, as though the whole world hated her, as though the whole hell let loose on her. Once you are watching the film, you won't know when you start crying. You enter a house, people are watching film, see tears on everybody's film. But the writer of the script and the man holding the script, he will never cry with Nkiru Silvanus. Because he knows from the script there is a part to cry. There is also another part to rejoice. Because as you are watching the cry, he's remembering where Nkiru will end. For he knows the end from the very beginning. But he knows that weeping may endure for the night. Joy, he knows that after this rain, sun is about to shine. He knows, yet though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you shall fear no evil. He knows that 1,000 shall fall by your side, 10,000 by your right hand side. It shall not come near thee. Only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked. He knows many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them from them all. He knows. He knows. Look at your neighbor, say, he knows. He knows. He knows. It's no surprise. He's in control. You may laugh at me now, but he knows. You may mock me now, but he knows. I may be down right now. He knows. He knows. He knows that when I am tested, I will comfort like gold. He knows. Laugh not at me when I am down. Laugh not at me. Because there is still hope for a living dog than a dead lion. He knows. He knows. Job, what are you still doing alive? Curse your God and die. I can't do that. Because I know that I know. I know that I know. That he knows. He knows what I am going through. When I am tested, I will comfort like gold. I know. I know that I know that my Redeemer liveth. And I know he knows. He understands. I'm okay if he knows. If he knows what I'm going through, I am satisfied. You may not care about me, but I know he cares. I know. You may not know where he's spending me because you don't wear the shoe with me. But we have not an high priest that cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmity. Because whatever I am tempted, he has been tempted, yet without sin. Therefore, come boldly to the throne of grace. For he knows. I am satisfied to know that he knows. I have not gotten what I'm looking for, but I know he knows. I have not built that house, but I know he knows. I have not started driving the kind of cars others are driving, but I know he knows. He said, when you are asking, let your words be few, because you know that your heavenly Father knows already that you have need of them. He knows. My brother, he knows. It doesn't matter what you are going through. He knows. Man may not know, but he knows. Why should I fear when I am you? Surrounded by your Lord, everlasting Lord. I need more feedback. Why should I fear what people say? They don't know. They don't know. They will never know. How can never know? They will never know. They will never know. Your friends will never know what it means to me. They will never know. When he calls my name, hey, they will never know. Where he picked my life, they will never know. They will never know. They will never know. When I heard my name, they will never know. What do you mean to me? When man does not know, he knows. He has never lost control. He's more than able. The Bible calls him unto him that is able to do. He said, faithful is he that hath promised. He too will do it. If I'm the one to do it, I'll be afraid. But the one that promised, if he's the one that will do it, why should I be afraid? Bless the God who has begun this good work in you. He too will finish it. You didn't start it, you won't finish it. He started it. He created you before you were formed in your mother's womb. He knew thee. He called thee by thy name. Why will he forget you in a time like this? It's too late. Sit down. I'm just feeling so much unction in my spirit. I don't know, I'm just feeling so much unction. Tonight I'll preach again and drop the microphone. I started after 7. I want to drop the mic by 8:20 or 8:30. But by the tomorrow, even you will know that God is at work. No, you won't need any doubt. You will see him at work. What used to be a mountain before you, by tomorrow, you will see. The moment we start, you will look at that mountain, you won't see it anymore. Glorious God, beautiful King, excellent God, I bow before your throne. There is no me without you. 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 When people think they close my door, you become the door that cannot close. When people think they close my door, You become the door and I cannot close. This is the way you father me. I love the way you father me. If this is the way you father me, I love the way you father me. If this is the way, if this is the way, I love the way you father me. Yes, in the lesson wagada. Obinigwe in the lesson wagada. Ikamba in the lesson wagada. Otsokwariaja in the lesson wagada. If this is the way you father, I love the way you father. If this is the way you father, I love the way you father me. The spirit of the prophet is under the prophet today. Just enjoy the word of God. Look at me carefully. This God, if you know how much He's in control, you will relax and know that you have made it. I didn't say you will make it. You will relax and know you have made it. Whoever that tells you that you'll be a failure, call the person on phone tonight and tell him, I know whom I believe. I know that I know. Tell him, give me some time. Watch and see. This God, He spoke to Abraham, only dream. Abraham kill animal, cook food, they chop, they drink. They ask him, what are you celebrating? So I'm celebrating what He said to me in the dream. You have not seen the manifestation, you already celebrate because I know. If He has spoken, He will bring it to pass. He's not a man that He should lie. He's not the son of man that He should repent. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. If His Word can become flesh, it can become money. If His Word can become flesh, it can become car. If the Word can become flesh, it can become paper. It can become document. If the Word can become flesh, it can become connection. If the Word can become flesh, it can become husband. If the Word can become flesh, it can become fruitfulness. If the Word can become flesh, it can become prosperity. My time is flying. I've got 8:30 to drop. Sit down. Why am I getting too excited in the spirit? Listen carefully. We're going to study the whole book of Esther now. You will understand Esther book. You see, I've been wondering why is it the book of Esther should have been called the book of Mordecai. Why did they say the book of Esther? Until I started reading. To know depth in that book. Listen carefully. There's a group of people called the Amalekites. The Amalekites, the first time they manifested in the Bible was in Exodus. When the children of Israel left Egypt and they were heading to the promised land. On their way, some of them were tired and they were walking sluggishly behind. That's why it's not good to be tired when others are praying. Try and do what others are doing, no matter how hard it is. When others are dancing, dance. When others are giving, give. Don't ever be behind. I like the Igbo you spoke when he said, move when others are moving. Sir, do you know the Amalekites got to the back and slew all of them that were weak behind them? Killed them. And God became angry. God said, I expected them to come with water and bread to salute you people, knowing that I am the one leading you people. The pillar of fire by night, the pillar of cloud by day. And these guys are not afraid to kill the people that were following me. I won't talk to them today. One day I will remember them. War broke out. It was the same Amalekite when they were fighting. In Deuteronomy, remember when Moses lifted his hands, the Israelites started winning. But when his hands were down, they started losing the battle. Do you remember? It was the Amalekites. All that happened. God became angry. And God said, everywhere you see an Amalekite, the moment I take you people into the promised land, he said, kill all of them. In Deuteronomy, he said to Moses, rehearse it in the ears of Joshua and tell him, as soon as he enters, the Amalekites must be killed. And I was shocked. God said, even their animals should not be spared. God said, they are foul. I don't trust them. Kill them. Because their fowl can have teeth in the morning. Kill them. He said, even the suckling ones, kill them. The pregnant ones, kill them and their baby in the womb. God said, spare not. Rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. When they entered, remember, when 12 men were sent to spy the land, one of the people they saw and their heart fainted was the Amalekites. He said, when we got there, we saw the Amalekites, the Jebusite, the Hittite, the Canaanite. We know that these guys are giants, we are grasshoppers. Because of the Amalekites, they were one of the people that made the people to bring evil reports, and God refused many of them from entering, except Joshua and Caleb. I discovered God hated the Amalekites. And if you study Bible, every time somebody receives a fresh anointing and meets an Amalekite, he's angry. One day, for God to avenge the Amalekites, he caused 2 animals to miss in the house of a man. The father of Saul lost 2 animals and called Saul and said, go in chase of them with the servant. This guy, they were looking for 2 animals from their city to another city. 2 animals. When Samuel met them, because they said, there's an honorable man in the city, let's go and meet him. He may prophetically direct our way. When Samuel met them, because they were thinking, what do we give to him? But when they met Samuel, Samuel looked at him and said, there's something I prepare for you in the upper room, in the chamber of my prophetic office. God is and said, take this guy there. He said, sir, we are not here to eat. We are here to look for 2 animals. Samuel said, you are looking for animals. God is looking for you. You are looking for animals. Are you not the desire of Israel? What you are looking for is small compared to your destiny. Go and eat. I'm coming to anoint you. Samuel came, poured oil on his head. The Bible said he gave him certain instructions. He said, when you leave this place, you shall meet the company of prophets. He said, the first thing, you will see some people, they will salute you and they will give you gifts. Then you shall meet the company of prophets. As they start prophesying, you will prophesy with them. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon you. You will be turned into another man. Then he said, do as occasion servant thee. Then he said, when you meet the garrison of the enemy, he said, wait for them. And when you go into the battle, kill everybody. The Amalekites, that is the purpose for which you were anointed. God said, I have remembered how they laid wait against my people. Kill them, spare not even one. Battle started. Saul entered in the midst of the battle. As they were fighting, God gave them victory. In the midst of the battle, it became too exciting. That's why when you are succeeding, watch your heart. Watch it closely. Once you become too excited, you may begin to lose. You may be puffed up. You may not put that aggression. I can't forget one day I was running teachings for my people. I did some teachings. The created man and the new creature. I did no ministration. But the word was too strong that while I was teaching, the crowd was increasing geometrically. There was no space to keep people. The insight of the word was too heavy. By the time I finished and went home, come and see calls were jamming my phone. Some of them said, we have not heard it like this. And I was too excited. Then I heard my father say, Uche, don't be too excited. He said, your level of excitement, if care is not taken, you start taking the glory to yourself. He said, it's dangerous. Saul became too excited that Saul could not finish the battle. The moment he felt they had killed so many, he started collecting animals. In those days, for you to show that you are the strong king, if you go into a battle, you bring their king alive. You don't kill him. But the instruction of Jehovah is kill. As usual, he brought this one back and kept him behind the house. And Samuel was in the house in his prophetic chamber. And God says, Samuel, Saul has failed me. He has mortgaged the destinies of his children. Generations yet unborn, we have to fight a battle. Saul has dealt with these people that he wouldn't even know what he has done. Samuel came and said, Saul, Saul, how was the battle? He said it was a glorious day. The Lord gave us victory on every side. We cleared all of them. While he was still talking, there was a noise at the back of the house. Samuel said, what am I hearing back in there? He said, these are the animals I brought for sacrifice. Then Samuel said, is the Lord more interested in sacrifice than obedience? Then the next thing, as they were still talking, a man coughed at the back of the house. That was Agag, the king of the Amalekites. Who is coughing there? Is also an animal for sacrifice. Saul said, no, sir. I brought him so that the day we kill him, everybody will see him, and they may know how powerful our God is. Is that what you were told to do? Then he said, Saul, this type of sin you have done now is witchcraft. You know why? He didn't know. You have bewitched Israel. You have mortgaged their future. What's witchcraft? When you manipulate people and mortgage their future. It's part of witchcraft. He said their future is not secure. Saul, what you have done, there is something I'm seeing beyond where you are seeing. You see this as the victory for now. There's a battle waiting for your children in the future. My dear, there are battles if you don't fight them now, your children will still grow up to fight it. And Saul couldn't understand. He had garments and said, Allah, don't disgrace me before people. The garment torn. He said, now the Lord would have established your throne in Israel. But sorry, you have lost it. And Samuel walked out. There was something God was talking. which even the people that time couldn't see it. Life is to obey God, whether you understand it well or not. You'll be shocked now. Listen. There was something God was seeing in Medo-Persia, which Saul couldn't see. Saul entered battle, died in the battle. One of the Amalekites saw the crown that Saul was wearing, which David was looking for, carried the crown to David. The moment he got to David and said, "This is the crown you have been looking for," he said, "What of the man that was wearing it, Saul, King Saul?" He said, "I saw him, he desired to die, I killed him, and I brought this crown for you." David, a man that was anointed, who operates in revelation, he looked at him and said, "Kai! If God want to kill a Jew, is it you, the Amalekite?" Saul, can you imagine? The same people that God said you should kill, they are the ones that have collected crown from you. If you have killed them, they wouldn't have collected this crown. David said, "Yet, even though I need this crown, but I will never wear a crown by the Amalekite." He said, "Kill him, for his mouth testifieth against him." How can you kill a man that brought crown for you? He said, "Even if an anointed man want to die, is it you?" He said, "I pity Saul." David said, "Publish it not in God. Don't let the daughters of them hear it. Don't let them hear it, lest they make mockery of anointed of the Lord." Then he mourned and said, "Saul, Saul, you have died as though you were not anointed." What he couldn't kill, kill him. Keep the crown. Now watch this. One day Israel sinned against God. But you see, why Samuel was still talking with Saul, it was Samuel that went at the back of the house and took a sword. Before he killed Agag, it was Samuel the prophet. Prophet supposed not to kill. He's supposed to be the king. But the prophet, out of annoyance, killed Agag. But before he killed Agag, he made a statement. What was the statement? He said, "Agag, just like you have made many women childless, so shall your mother be childless today." It means the mother was still alive somewhere. Not only Agag. It means there were many of them that he still left. The people God said, "Claire, you left them." One day Israel sinned against God. He allowed the king of Medo-Persia to capture them, carry them to Babylon. Under the rule and the leadership of King Hazaz. While he was ruling, the man, commentary said the man fought and won all the battles in 127 provinces, from Ethiopia to India. Every province, all the nations of the world came under him. And he was the king. He appointed many governors in different provinces, just like you heard about Herod under Caesar. So this man had all the nations under him. It was a whole monarch. This man was in command and in control of the nations because he had conquered everywhere. Now, from those nations, those provinces, he started appointing governors. And from the side of the Amalekites, he appointed a man called Haman. Are you catching my flow? So the Amalekites were one of the provinces that were under the king. Then the Jews were taken to slavery, which Mordecai was one of them. Esther, her father, died, and she was one of the slaves. So the king decided to appoint somebody to be his vice president. So among all the governors, he chose one man from the province of the Amalekites. Imagine your enemy become the vice president of a nation where you live. When God said kill all of them, he was not seeing now. He was seeing Haman in the land of Medo-Persia. He said, clear them because a day is coming. He will pay so much money to kill all of you. That was why he said, what you have done is more than witchcraft. One of the descendants of the Amalekite, that was Haman. And Haman had heard the story, how the Jews have been their enemies, and how their brother brought a crown to give to one of the Jews. He said, kill him. He has heard how God commanded that all of them should be killed, including animals. The man said, me, I will kill all of them, including animals. I will not spare even a suckling one. That same thing their God wanted them to do to us, I will do to them. So he knew that life is more spiritual than physical. So he decided to do what they call spiritual work. He decided to do enchantment. In Esther chapter 1, the Bible said he was casting forth. That means he was doing enchantment for 12 months calendar. Can you imagine how patient an unbeliever can be to deal with a believer? The Bible said that the children of the darkness, they are wiser than the children of light. For 12 months he was doing enchantment to get believers. Patiently enchant before he moved. Before you move for your business, how much do you pray? You think this praying and fasting we're doing is a small thing? We are preparing to take off this year. It's not by accident that your spiritual father declared this 2017 your year of flying. You don't fly until you gather enough energy. Even aircraft, before it flies, it runs on the road for too long. They that wait upon the Lord, they shall mount their wings as eagles. And they shall fly, they shall run, and they will not be weary. But they have to wait first. So this guy knew what it means to wait. So he started waiting. While he was waiting and manipulating and doing enchantment to speak to the king to clear these people, God said, even though my plan A failed in the hand of Saul, I cannot watch this man to finish his own. I have to do my plan B. Put a solution waiting for his problem. That's why I said solution is older than the problem. So God saw it. I don't know what you are going through. The solution is already there, waiting for the problem. This night, the solution will manifest. So God decided to work out solution and keep it in the palace, waiting for the problem of Haman. And how did he do? So God decided to do what they call undercover job. Kingdom invasion. Taking over the kingdoms of men and run it for them without them knowing. He will run it through them. They make decisions without knowing that they are being commanded to make such decisions. Can I prophesy to somebody? Your enemies will make decisions that will favor you this year. Your enemies will make mistakes that will favor you this year. So God said, this man, you are a vice president. What do I do? I have to work my own out. So God started working his own. In Medo-Persia, the king had conquered 127 provinces, and he decided to make them drink and celebrate the victory. So the king called them and said, his governors called his prince, that they should come and drink. And they were drinking for 7 months, the Bible said. They didn't work. Every day you drink and eat. Every day you drink and eat. Go and sleep, you drink and eat for 7 months. After the 7 months, he decided to bring everybody to come and drink. And let me tell you, in Medo-Persia, there are laws. They have what they call the constitution of the nation and the palace law. The palace law is what the king decree. Anything he likes is decree. It becomes the palace law. It is called the king's commandment that cannot be changed. The constitution of the nation is not binding to the king. The king can overrule it. Whatever the king says is final because it is assumed that the king is the custodian of the law. So he cannot make mistake. But even if he decrees something that is against the constitution, you must obey. You must comply. If not, you die. Anytime, and when they want to sign something, they use ring. Once they put in an ink and put it on there, and you see the king's signature, you know the king has signed it. So there are laws. They have constitution and the palace law. Now watch this. The constitution said men can be permitted to drink and show themselves anyhow. But they come from this type of nation where women, you cover everywhere. I don't know if you have seen them. Even your ear must not be seen by another man. Am I really making sense? So there's a way they wear cover everywhere. So that's the kind of nation where they come from. And it's a law that a woman must not show what belongs to her husband to another man. Even if it's your hand here. I'm serious. They cover it. I don't know if you have seen such people. I didn't call any nation, but they just come. I saw one today where me and God servant when we went for sightseeing and all that. Is it the Table Mountain? Yeah. So we still saw one woman, she covered everywhere, wheeling her child. I said, that's one of the Medo-Persian people. I don't know the nation she came from, but listen carefully. They cover like that by law, because if another man sees your leg here, you are gone. I didn't say here, I say here. And the queen is the one that emphasize and remind women this law. So when there is celebration, men do not stay together with women. Women stay inside, men stay outside. Now, when the king threw party for everybody to come and eat and drink, and one of their laws too is that you don't ask somebody to drink and say your drink has finished. You go jail. You will give the person, before you come for celebration, you must be sure you have more than enough. You will give to the person until he is satisfied. So sometimes their ceremony ends with men being drunk, so women do not stay together. So while the king was drinking with everybody and showing his glory and all he has achieved, taking them around the palace, the queen was inside in her inner chamber with women. And they locked the place. You knock before you enter. And all of them covered everywhere. As the king was showing what he has made and achieved, the queen was telling them, remember, you have to cover everything. Don't let any man see what your husband should see. Cover from your hair to your toe. So as the queen was talking, heaven said, this is the right time to invade this place so that I can put my plan B in the palace, waiting for the problem of Haman. So heaven invaded the atmosphere and moved the king and reminded the king that he has finished showing everything. So the king said, what else can I show to the people? And that was the seventh day, which was the last day of the celebration. So, because with the celebration with the prince, the governors lasted for 6 months. But for the general, it was 7 days. So he kept showing his wealth, his glory. What else should I show again? So he forgot that the country where they come from does not really need to show everything about a woman. So he decided to behave as though he came from a nation where women should dress anyhow. So the angel moved him that came from heaven and said, since you don't have anything more to show, why don't you call them to go call your wife, Queen Vashti, and let her, knowing that Vashti was a beautiful woman. That name Vashti means beauty. Once you see her, you know she's beautiful. So he said, go call her, tell her to remove all those things that she used to cover. After all, you are the king. Your Lord supersede the constitution. Go bring her. Let her come and wear spaghetti, wear bomb shorts. She should come and catwalk and let people notice it. My God, my goodness. So the king said, call SA on culture and tourism. He said, go inside the place, you senior special assistant. Call my wife Vashti. Tell her to come out. But before she comes, she must be on spaghetti and bomb shorts. And she should wear a good perfume and come and walk. Let all these men also see what I used to see alone. Knowing the kind of nation where they come from. It's like you are the king of Dubai. And you call for your wife to dress like that and walk in the public. You know the meaning. Or in Saudi Arabia. So, the moment this SA came, the woman was still talking. No matter the pressure, make sure you don't succumb. Dressing anyhow, going outside. Remember, what belongs to your husband must not be seen. She was still talking to women about it. Then SA came and said, Her Majesty, you are called by who? The king. Oh, excuse me, the king said I should come. I'm coming. SA said, no. He said, you shouldn't appear like this. Before the people said, he said, how should I appear? He said, go and wear spaghetti and wear bomb shorts. And do what he said. He wants all the people in the ceremony to see the way you look. The lady, remembering their constitution, looked at the guy and said, you the king, you are mad. Tell him I say so. He said, you said I should tell the king. Remember the law supersede constitution. He said, go and tell him. And continue what she was saying. All of them were drunk. Esther came and said, King, live forever. May it never be said by anybody what your wife said today. What did she say before everybody and his governors? He said, you me mad. The king became angry. What do I do? And come and see suggestion. The kingdom of heaven started putting words in their mouth. What do we do to the queen? Then the kingdom of heaven that was undercover job to remove somebody and put somebody. He moved one of the men, one of the wise men, one of the special advisors said, the king, if we allow this nonsense, other women will copy from her and begin to disobey their husband. If she will disobey the king openly. What do we do? He said, let's bring her out of that palace and walk her out of this place, disgrace her. And let there be pageantry in this land. Let all the states come and present their most beautiful girl. Then whoever that appeals to the king will take over the seat of Vashti. Oh my God. Heaven was at work. They follow Bible now. I'm telling you, Esther, the book of Esther. Now, the king said, go and do it, and brought his ring and signed. Once king signed, you can't change. Even the king himself, it will be difficult. So they moved straight to the palace, carrying Vashti. Disgrace her. What did she do? Why they were carrying her? Vashti said, remember, I'm not going down disgrace. I'm going down in honor because I stood my ground. Women, bye-bye. I wish you well when you see another Her Excellency. While she was still talking, they carried her, pushed her away. Men laughed. They never knew that the heaven was at work. So they called a meeting and said, when do we do pageantry in this land? All the province, all the states must register. So people were registering according to their state. They have to go through some training, teach them purification, teach them how to appeal to the king, teach them how to catwalk and dog walk. So they learn all together. Now, do you know, as people were registering, Mordecai, the gate man, went and registered How do I register? Because you have to register representing your province. And that's how they call you. Mordecai just registered without any province. And they couldn't think because heaven was at work. Now watch this. When it was time, the king was seated. They call, let me use Nigeria because I'm conversant with our state. Miss Abia. Miss Imo. All of them, they were walking. Miss Akwa Ibom, Miss Rivers. When they now got to the work, but you see, when they were all coming, catwalking, the king, there was an angel released by heaven. Comes. Hey, relax, your God is in charge. There was an angel from the kingdom of heaven that came and covered the eyes of the king and said, King, make sure you don't notice any girl. Because God said, angel, don't open his eyes until the daughter of Zion start coming. When they pass, the king wouldn't notice them. When they walk, the panel of judges said, my friend, come out. The king is not seeing you. Can't you see the king is not even aware you are here? Come out. You will can't walk until you break your waist. Come out. So they continue to do like that. Then it got to the turn of Esther. They didn't know her province. Miss, I go like that. She has no name. You may not have a name, but you have God. Ladies and gentlemen, this Esther, she didn't know how to catwalk. She didn't know how to make up. She didn't know Medicare products. She didn't even know her number, whether it was 501 or 408. She didn't know powder. She didn't know foundation. She didn't know human hair. She didn't know India, Virgin India, Peruvian, synthetic. She didn't know any. Don't look at me like that. I'm married, so I know what you wear. She didn't know how to wear Live Jesus High. She has never tried. She didn't know how to catwalk. But she had favor. Yeah, she had the kingdom's backing. You may not know how to do it this year, but God is by your side. God is on your side. He will see you through. Lift your hand and shout yes. Sit down. Look at your neighbor. Say, I'm in charge. I'm closing with this. She tried catch walking, it didn't work. She tried dog walking, it didn't work. She tried this one, it didn't work. She tried this one, it didn't work. She said, make I do them the way I want. She started walking like a soldier. Then there was a signal from heaven to the angel that was standing covering the eyes of the king, saying, hey, that's the daughter of Zion coming. Open the eyes of the king. For the first time, the eyes of the king open. You know, when you are in charge, you take charge. Esther was walking. This girl became a remote control, controlling the neck of the king. She goes like this, the neck of the king will go there. She goes like this, the neck of the king goes. She kept controlling this neck. The panel of judges stood up and said, hey, you young girl, before you break our king's neck, with no doubt, the king has found himself a wife. Everybody celebrated. Mordecai heard the news from the gates. Now watch this. This was an undercover job of King of Kings. So he put Esther inside as a solution to the problem that Haman will bring later. So the solution was already there. waiting for the problem of Haman. Haman was a vice president in the office, but Esther was a woman that works in the kitchen and the other room. Some of you are angry because they said the other room, and you don't know that the other room is more powerful than the office. No, some of you don't understand where I'm going. President Muhammad Buhari said, my wife belongs to the kitchen and the other room. And people criticize him all over for the other room. My dear, if you work in the other room, when you work in the office as a vice president, when you go in Shoga, you see, the other room, you can look at the president you are calling Baba and say, hey, boo-boo, how are you this morning? That's the power of the other room. Sometimes he can call and say, my friend, allow me make a rest. The power of the other room. Only my wife addresses me the way she likes. Only my wife. You see the other room? It's powerful. So God said, enemy of God's people, stay in the office. I put solution in the other room. When you finish working your own, solution is waiting for you. Esther sat down. And Haman finished his enchantment, not knowing that God has finished his own. And say, Haman, go ahead and do your enchantment. When you finish, solution is waiting for the problem you will create. Now watch this. He came before the king and said, King, there are certain people I want you to clear them. Kill everybody. Sign it. I pay you such amount of money. $12 billion. He said, you mean you can transfer it? Can you do mobile transfer? He said, yes. He transferred. There's some alert you receive. You can break your phone because you know you can buy it. So when the king received it, he became confused. He broke his phone. Normally you write it and bring for the king to sign. This one the king removed his ring and said, hey, Haman, take it. Write it anyhow, sign it anyhow. The king was no longer in control of himself. Haman wrote it that everybody must be killed, all the Jews. Sign it, return the ring back to the king. The Bible said in every province where the king's commandment came, there was mourning and wailing. People were crying, people lay in sackcloth, people lay in ashes. Haman had written what he wanted. Mordecai started fasting and praying. They were crying, they were mourning. But if Mordecai had known that the solution was already there, the cry wouldn't have been necessary. Was it the cry that changed the matter? No, sir. When he finished praying and fasting and crying, what did he achieve? They put him on the horse of the king, rode him around. Read your Bible. The Bible said they brought him back to the gate. You use king's convoy and you are still a gate man. So the crying did not achieve anything. It is the solution that God has put. And Mordecai started downloading revelation. He wrote to Esther and said, who knows if you were brought to the palace in a time such as this? And truly, that was why God brought her. Then Esther said, fast for me. The fasting was not to change the decision. The fasting was to see the face of the king. Because if you see the face of the king without being called, except the king brings scepter for you, they will kill you. So they fasted for 3 days. Then Esther dressed like a woman from the other room. There is dressing that you dress the other room. There is a dressing for the other room. That day she wore the dressing for the other room. You don't cover everywhere from the other room. Except you are stupid. And if you don't know how to do it well, to dress like a woman in the other room, other people will show you how to do it. Hey, they don't do sister in the other room. The other room is not for sisters. It's for wives that knows their place. So this lady called Esther dressed the other room way. And she she don't learn. She started catwalking. The king saw her. The king said, "Kai, Esther, what do you want? Sis kept a touch before they kill you for me. To the half of my kingdom, anything you ask, I will do it." Power of the other room. Then she said, "All I want you and Mordecai, no, you and Haman to come and eat my money, because I know he paid so much money to you. It's not only prayer that will do it. I need to put money. Prayer to prayer. Sacrifice to sacrifice. You don't speak in tongue when others are speaking in cash. It's an error to speak in tongues and be thinking who to borrow money from. Sorry, I made a mistake. Now, let them come and chop my money. They came at the first day. What do you want? Come again the second day. When they ate that second day, Esther said, "There is a man in your kingdom that said that I and my people should be killed." Watch this. You see how God works. We see that God is wiser than the learned man. It was Haman that first of all said, "Who says so that queen should be killed?" Hey! King, you don't need to worry yourself. Tell me the man, let me handle him. The king said, "My queen, who is that man in this kingdom?" He says, "This man you call your vice president." The king says, "It's a lie. He only made me sign to kill the Jews. You are not one of them." He said, "Have you asked me where am I coming from? Can you see your God?" Then the king says, "Excuse me, my queen, where do you come from?" "Sir, you married a wife, you never knew her village. You married a wife, you never knew her father. Who did you pay the bride price?" Heaven was at work. So that day they said, "Excuse me, where are you from? Who is your father?" "Mordecai." "Where are you from?" "I'm one of the Jews." Haman said, "It don't happen with this." The king said, "You mean I signed for this idiot to kill a beautiful girl like you? Don't worry, let me go wear my garment for judgment." The one I used to send people to prison. As he was going inside, the angel that came for the assignment said to Haman, "You know what you do? Kneel down, put your hand on the lap of the queen and be begging her." The angel wanted to put him into more problem. He knelt down, put hand on the lap and said, "I'm sorry, queen, I'm sorry." While the hand was there, King Lazarus wore black garments for prison and came and saw that the vice president's hand was on the laps of the wife. He said, "What do you mean? You are not only after her life, you too want to sleep." He said, "Don't worry. Let me go and wear the one I used to kill." He entered inside, wore red, and called his execution. He said, "Come, come, come, come." They came. He said, "Do you know the gallows he made for Mordecai?" They said, "Yes." He said, "Go and hang him there first. Hang all his family there. Then everything that belongs to him, give it to my father-in-law." Story change. What did God use to fight the battle? What did God use to stop the problem? He didn't create it when the problem came. He already created it, sat her down at a solution, waiting for the problem. What is my message tonight? No matter what you think you are going through, there is a solution by your side before the problem came. The solution is older than the problem. What is my prayer point? Every solution around me manifest. Are you ready to pray? Put your two hands on your head. When I shout Jesus, you shout fire. The third one, you begin to prophesy. Every solution around me manifest. Swallow my problem. Are you ready to pray? Jesus! Jesus! Get ready now to pray. Jesus! Open your mouth and begin to pray. Jesus. Jesus. Jesus.